everyone, I ask that you remain standing and join me in saying our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to Morgan Park Academy's 151st commencement. Today, we honor the efforts and accomplishment of the graduates here before us. Together with their families and friends, we usher them into the next phase of their lives. They are a class educated in the MPA tradition as independent thinkers and global leaders. Welcome to MPA faculty and staff, students, family members and friends, our trustees, and to our commencement speaker, Mr. Matt Smith. Most of all, welcome to the class of 2024. I am proud of these seniors for not only reaching their own individual goals, despite the challenges of a pandemic-era high school career, but for always finding ways to help others along the way. As you embark on your collegiate lives, focus on all you've learned this year, the relationships that helped and sustained you, and the person that you have become in spite of the challenges. Remember the family members and teachers who've helped you along this journey and who contributed so widely to your experience here. In the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. As you go forward, hold on to your dreams and let them inspire you and drive you. Your aspirations and visions for the future are what will shape the world for the better. We all see this in practice every day at MPA, and I encourage you to carry that lesson forward. You as our newly minted independent thinkers and global leaders. Please now help me welcome our Board of Trustees Chair, Mr. Kishore Pilluri.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hopefully the cicadas are not coming after you. I think we're all used to them now, right? So, welcome. I'm pleased to be here to represent the Academy's Board of Trustees. Thank you to our trustees for their steadfast leadership. And thank you on behalf of our trustees to our tremendous faculty and staff for completing another successful school year. I want to congratulate the 2024 senior class for their amazing achievements. I also want to thank the parents, grandparents, friends and family who are here to celebrate this special day. Graduates, as you leave the academy and step into the vast unknown, remember that you're equipped with the knowledge, skills, and resilience to overcome the obstacles that may come your way. May you always remember the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the memories cherished your time here. As you stand on the threshold of a new adventure in your lives, I urge you to never lose sight of values, integrity, and humanity. Congratulations, graduates. The world awaits your contributions. Thank you. Please help me welcome our upper school principal, Tom Drahasel, to introduce today's commencement speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Plurry. It gives me great pleasure to welcome back Matt Smith from the class of 1991 to give this year's commencement address. Matt is a veteran television radio broadcaster who has been a fixture on the Los Angeles and national airwaves for nearly 30 years. Previously, a host for the NFL Network programming and the Los Angeles Lakers broadcast, he currently is a radio play-by-play broadcaster for the NFL and college football, also college basketball, including his work as the voice of the NFL's Los Angeles Chargers. He has co-hosted the Petros and Money afternoon radio sports talk show on AM 570 in the LA sports area for nearly 20 years. He's a native of Hammond, Indiana. He began his broadcasting career while studying at Pepperdine University, from which he graduated with degrees in political science and speech communication. My connection with him goes back to our time, this can't be right, it says 35 years ago, when I taught him in my political science class and coached him in basketball and baseball. He was a charismatic student who made his presence known in the classroom and on the playing fields and on the theater stage. He showed a love of learning and was a student who had a very unique sense of humor. We reconnected several years ago in Los Angeles while I was out doing an interview with a series of alums in the LA area. It was remarkable to see how many fans came up to him while we were having lunch. He was extremely gracious with each person who came up to us. I'm very proud of you, Matt, and how you established yourself. Everyone, please help me welcome Matt Smith.
All right. Thanks for having me, everyone. I appreciate it. This is awesome. I'm not going to pretend to be too cool for school, pardon the pun. I have not been back on campus since I graduated, so this is really cool. I got to walk upstairs. I got here a little early and see some classrooms for the first time, so I am very honored to be here. So thank you, Ms. Shepard, appreciate it. Thank you, Morgan Park Academy faculty, MPA staff, and especially to my, as you said, former history teacher, baseball, basketball coach, Tom Drahasel, who reached out late last year and asked if I would be interested in delivering the commencement address to the class of 2024. I'm really proud of you all. I am, and I mean that. I know we don't know each other, and usually when you hear a stranger say they're proud of you, it rings a little hollow, but I have 3 daughters. I know how hard high school is. Beyond the schoolwork, it's a hard part of your lives to sort through mentally, emotionally, physically, as you are going from boys and girls to young men and women. And everybody here, everyone out here knows how hard you worked, and just in case you weren't sure or you hadn't heard it yet, your parents right now are so incredibly proud of you. That's right. Your teachers, this faculty, they are incredibly proud of you. So you earned it. So come on, kind of lift your shoulders back a little bit, puff your chest out, big smile, because this is special. You may think it's a bunch of adults that are gonna kind of drone on a little bit here, but this is a really cool day for you. So Mr. Drahasel mentioned my radio show. I have a partner. He was captain of the USC football team, and when we first got together, he mentioned he'd like to kind of loosen things up every now and then, and it was something he called varsity enthusiasm. So if you will all humor me, I would love to get a little bit of varsity enthusiasm before we get rolling. It's very simple. I'm gonna count to 3 real quick. It's a quick 1, 2, 3, and then everybody, all of you, I want a big woo, and we're gonna clap it up. All right? We're gonna clap it up. So here we go. You may have to only do it once, we may have to do it more than once, but let's get a little bit of varsity enthusiasm in here. Yeah. So here we go. We ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Woo! One more time. right, one more time. I want this part louder than this part. Here we go. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Clap it up. Clap it up. Don't be afraid to be goofy. Do not be afraid to get a little weird. And the only reason we don't more often is the judgment of others. Yep. Do not concern yourself ever. I got the font large enough. I don't need the readers, thankfully. Never concern yourself with the judgment of others, especially strangers. And make sure you reciprocate that. When you see people laughing, dancing, singing, when they look ridiculous, embrace them and embrace their happiness. It is so important to our everyday lives. I love seeing my parents, my mom and dad, my brother are here. They're probably a bit more proud of what I've been able to accomplish today compared to what I would guess was incredible uncertainty of what they were thinking when I sat there 33 years ago as I was heading a couple thousand miles west. So do me a favor, make eye contact just right now if you can. Find your parents, find your family. For whatever reason, we need to tell each other how proud we are of each other more often. So just kind of lock eyes and feel that pride that you all have right now. Because they're your ride or die. They'll be with you for the rest of your lives. And it's important to make sure you remember who your ride or die is. And that's going to be, so here's the thing, like for the rest of your lives, don't ever hesitate to tell someone how great they are, how great something they've done was, or just how cool it was. Even if it's that simple, you will make their day. It's great seeing people feel great and to know that they know that you appreciate them as opposed to feeling appreciated yourself. And that's going to be the theme today, happiness. We don't talk about success in those terms nearly enough. Success is typically viewed through a financial lens, some meaningless title in front of your name, how big is your house, what car do you drive. None of it will matter if you're not enjoying yourself, if you do not care or excited about your situation. If there was, Mr. Drahausen was very flattering in his introduction to me. If there was an honest written assessment under my MPA senior photo, it would read Matt Smith, intelligent but incredibly uninterested, athletically gifted but zero drive to get better. And I think probably might never realize his potential was the thought of a lot of the faculty here. So in all seriousness, with that MPA resume, I was thinking, why would they invite me here to share what I wish I knew 33 years ago when I sat technically right there as a B student, an average athlete, headed to a school that almost nobody around here had heard of, Pepperdine. And all I came up with was, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I love my job, I love my jobs, I'm thankful, I'm grateful for all of those things, and I want each of you to find that. More than anything else in your lives, I want you to always be honest with yourselves and ask, does this make me happy? So I hope this works. Our small amount of time that we're going to spend together right now, I hope is beneficial for you. This is for you, not me. You know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm sorry, guys. I want to talk to you guys. I keep turning around. I don't do these. Like, I don't do, this is my first commencement address. I have not done a public speaking engagement for 6 or 7 years. And as Mr. Drahausen described my resume, I get a lot of, requests because I've been in LA for 20 years. I've been on TV, I've been on the radio. There's a celebrity, even though it's the lowest rung of the ladder cachet that goes with that. But I just find all of these things to be too sort of self-congratulatory. And here was my path of success, and this is what I did. And that was my path, so this is for you. And instead of really digging deep and asking commencement speakers I'm speaking of, what did I want to know? I think they end up just telling you kind of what they did. And so before you start zoning out, because that's what I did when our commencement speaker was here, I came up with a lot of things, quite a few things that I was like, man, I wish I knew that when I was 17 or 18. And I hope maybe one of them sticks with you, even if it's just for today, it's for the next week, and hopefully for the rest of your lives. I'd be so stoked if that were the case. So hopefully, before we get rolling today, just know if I fail, if I finish and you decide this was a waste of your time, I'm sorry, sincerely. But this was not thrown together. This is like version 20, maybe 25. And I threw a bunch of them out. And Some emotion, as you can hear, was put into this. I have 3 kids, and for you parents, again, I'm a communicator by trade. I know how hard it is to talk to your own kids, so maybe this will help too if you're stuck in a rut like I am sometimes. As our kids turn into young adults, the conversations become a little more complicated, a bit more challenging. Just keep talking to each other. And graduates, help out your parents. Mom, dad, struggling with something, you're gonna be on your own for the first time in your lives. Please let them know, because they wanna help, they wanna talk to you, but sometimes you gotta open that door. And it's, they'll open it, they'll always open it, their door is open, but sometimes you gotta open yours. And please do that, because you're gonna be on your own for the first time in your lives when you go away, and you're gonna run into some troubles, and they're gonna be there to help you. So, there were overall themes. Write things down. Don't be distracted when you're on task. The always popular, work hard. That's the one thing you can control. You all know that, right? Yeah, you've all heard that before. Work hard. That's the one thing you can control, and great things will happen. We're all gonna work harder if we enjoy that work. So find something you enjoy. So here we go. Number 1, quit, change, move on. Be patient, but not a prisoner. I changed my major 3 times. I entered Pepperdine for business. That shifted to acting. My parents were very excited about that one. And then I settled on pre-law and poli-science speech. You are not tied to what you think you want to do right now. If you get to school and you take an elective and something clicks, don't be afraid to chase it. Because you wrote something down underneath your senior photo does not mean that's what your future is. Now, it may be, and that's great. And there's a lot of people that will move forward and know exactly what they want to do right now, but make sure, constantly reaffirm, this is what I'm going to do for the next 35 years. And I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to come home maybe late for dinner, but man, do I love doing this. And that's something you constantly have to ask yourself. And after the first job, did the same thing. Changed careers 3 times. Was hired into the music business. I was out with rock stars, backstage, gold records, private flights, all of that. And sitting in a hotel room in Dayton one day, missing my daughter, I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I took a job and a 30% pay cut, and we made it work. And I was happy, and our family was happy, because that's what I wanted to do. So I want you to always do what you love, because that's gonna make you happy. Get up early. Find something you love that wakes you up before your alarm clock. For me, I surf every day. I get up, my alarm doesn't go off, I paddle out to the ocean at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and that sets me on a track for the rest of my day. So obviously not all of you can paddle into the ocean and go surfing, but maybe it's grinding your own coffee beans, maybe it's Duolingo, maybe it's reading, maybe it's running, cycling, whatever it may be. Find something to get you out of bed early and happy, most importantly. Civics, learn about civics. This is so important. Your local elections. Find out who your mayor is, your city council person, your state representative. Go to their town halls, demand what you want. They have money to spend. You get to tell them how to spend it. Like, believe it or not, you do. And that goes for your university too. Make sure you go to their open houses and tell them what you want changed. Presidential politics is pounding sand. That's not gonna do anything for you, but local, you guys can make a difference. Say yes. If someone's offering, say yes. I showed up on campus at Pepperdine, KMBU. The only radio show we have is on Sunday nights. It's the Grateful Dead Hour. Do you want it? Yeah, okay, I'll do it. I lost my Sundays. That led to a girl I worked with in admissions, Katie Willis. My boyfriend works at a record label. It's all the way in LA. It's about an hour away. They're not paying, but there's an internship. Do you want it? Yes. I showed up, worked for free 3 days a week. Hey, the morning show on K-Rock wants to hire a phone screener. It pays $6 an hour, and it's another 40 minutes past where you are right now. You have to be there at 5 a.m. Do you want it? Yes. And there is where I met someone who changed my life, because I was willing to make that drive every day. His name was Jimmy Kimmel. He was the sports guy for the morning show, and we immediately hit it off. And he shared so many wise words with me that I still carry to this day and are a big reason for my success. So say yes to things. The reason I'm married is because I said yes to my friend John White walking home from a long day of class. And he said, you want to go to the Arsenio Hall show? My friends were drinking beers, playing video games in the room. No, let's go. So what happens? We stand in line for 3 hours. We never get in. We eat a burger at Astro Burger. And I meet a girl named Carrie, who was in another car on the way there. And we've now been together for 32 years. So thank you. So say yes. Be a participant, not an observer. Do not survive. Live. Let's make sure we live. Don't live through video games, play intramurals. Don't scroll through Instagram and hit the heart, make the heart. That's what I want you to do. While you're walking around, don't stare at that small screen. Look up, lock eyes. You might meet a future business partner. You might meet the best friend. Because you weren't here, you were here. So I want you to observe the world around you. You are young, you are spry. These are the best years of your life, so live it for you, not somebody else. Be safe, but not scared. Like I said, I surf. People always ask, you afraid of sharks? We've actually just had a couple shark issues right where I go. Yes and no. I mean, I make sure I keep myself safe, but at the same time, the joy I extract from going in the ocean oh, by the way, Zoe, Pepperdine, and is it Peyton? Where's Peyton? UCI? All right. You too, listen to me. You're gonna think I'm crazy, and all these people are gonna think I'm crazy, but get in the ocean. Make sure you get in the ocean. There is something special in that body of water that will change your endorphin, your dopamine, your serotonin levels. Embrace it. And for those of you that aren't near an ocean, get outside. Sunshine, fresh air. Something about this world that we have left behind recently, where we stay inside too much. Make sure you get outside and live. And that's where the saying, buy the neighborhood, not the house, comes from, right? Like, you want to live in the neighborhood, but yeah, great. You've got granite countertops and mission style cabinets. That's not your neighbors. That's not your neighborhood and everything that's happening outside. So make sure you think about your surroundings. Competitors are appreciated. Don't sit because you lack skill. Compete. Because as long as Mr. DeHassel can attest to, based on my athletic prowess, as long as you give effort, you will be celebrated. When you compete, you show respect to others playing, and your effort is contagious. Every conversation is an audition. I'm auditioning for you right now. You guys are brilliant. Maybe one day I will hope that you will give me a job. Remember, every interaction you have is an audition. That was something that Jimmy passed on to me. I had 5 minutes of every hour over a 4-hour show to do sports. And he said, yeah, it's 5 minutes, but you live in Hollywood. You live in the entertainment capital of the world. Someone's listening. So always approach those 5 minutes as it was an audition, and that's how I got hired by the Lakers, because Jeannie Buss loved my sports report. And when they needed to hire somebody new for the Laker broadcast, she reached out, found me, because I treated that 5 minutes not as, I only get 5 minutes. I treated it as, I get 5 minutes, and I'm gonna deliver. And that's how I ended up on this track. I feel like we need a little varsity enthusiasm real quick. I'm getting a little long. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Listen to jazz. Charlie, where are you? You're the musician, right? Right? Charlie, you can attest to this. Listen to jazz, okay? Start with maybe Take 5 by Dave Brubeck, or Si tu bois ma mère by Sidney Bechet, and listen to jazz, and listen to how these parts connect together. Something that Jim Harbaugh says. I work for the Chargers now. What's good for the hive is good for the bee, right? Work together. That's so important moving forward. Study abroad. Study abroad. Go see the world. The great thing that will do is you will quickly realize, no matter what country you are in, the same thing that makes people happy wherever you are, Italy, Japan, UAE, Belgium, makes us happy here. And the same thing that makes those people sad makes us sad here. And it helps us connect as a people and helps us understand each other a little better. And you will get that when you go abroad. Listen, make sure you listen. That's how I got here, is I listened. Mr. Churchill, my 7th grade year, came up to me and said, you, for whatever reason, you have a great charisma. Can you do me a favor? There was another student that came in 7th grade with me. Can you help him along? And that always stuck with me. Because I listened. I didn't just stand there and think he was wasting my time. Why can't I be at recess right now? And I recognized that, and that's something I took with me. Doc Brown, Charlie, I'm going to call you out again. You're going to school for physics, right? So Doc Brown was my physics teacher, and toward the end of my senior year, he said, what are you going to study at Pepperdine? I said, business. And he hung his head, and he said, business. And he said, you're so good at this, though. You're so good at physics. You love this. And I, and I didn't know what to say. I felt terrible, but that, just him saying, you're good at this, why wouldn't you do this, stuck with me. And instead of staying in business, I chased this dream, and I owe that to Doc Brown for saying, and I got good at radio, and that's what I chased. And finally, I'll close with this, and I know it's been long, so thank you for bearing with me. Life is not a race. And if it were, you would not want to cross the finish line early. So slow down, enjoy it, take it in, try everything. Dive into what you love, get rid of what you're not into. And again, I said it earlier, but this is the most important thing I wish I knew. Please do what you love, wear what you want to wear, be who you want to be. Do not worry about the approval of others, especially strangers. All right, so now we're connected. All of you, I feel connected to you. I'm in this with you. Anything you need, and I mean that. I'm easy to find. I've got social media profiles that you can dig up. Whatever you want, reach out to me. I want to see all of you succeed. I want to see all of you be happy. And if there is anything I can do along the way, please, let's get it. Let's go win. Let's be happy. And can I get perfect timing? Can I get one more varsity enthusiasm? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Matt. And now we have a few student awards to give out, starting with the House Cup. Like many schools throughout the world, Morgan Park Academy divides all students, faculty, and staff into 5 houses. Named for 5 greats of MPA history, they are Blake House, Malcolm House, Norton House, Theodore, and Withington House. The House system provides a framework for intramural, athletic, charity, fundraising, and community competitions. Students win points for participation in all facets of school life, including academic achievement, co-curricular involvement, good deeds, and volunteer work. At the end of the year, the house with the most points wins the cup. This year's winner, returning to the top of the standings, is Malcolm House. Here to accept the cup is Kaylee Schmidt. The school's year's honor and high honor rolls include 80% of our current senior class, who continue their academic excellence all the way through the end of the year. Certificates for our upper school students will be sent home. On the honor roll are students who earned a grade point average of at least 3.3 across all major subjects. Seniors, when you hear your name, please stand. Honorees for the school year include Caleb Dantneck, Sophia Gomez, Zoe Ryder, Shamaka Wanamudo, Tim Wyatt. You may be seated. On high honor roll for the school year are students who earned a grade point average of at least 3.7 across all major subjects. The class of 2024 is well represented. Please stand when I call your name. Morgan Cherry, Gia Crowley, Marcus Driver, Rain Fields, Sydney Fullilove, Peyton Gavitt, Zachary Halverson, Aaron Harris, Samara Harris, Danny Huss, Navin Nielsen, Kayla Ali, Kayla Schmidt, Annie Thompson, Seth Turner, and Winter Williams. You may be seated. Overall academic distinction prizes go to the students in the upper school with the highest academic average for the school year. In the freshman class, we have a tie between 2 scholars, Cece Drown and Alana Haroon. In sophomore class, the winner is Varun Paluri. In the junior class, Tasneem Karat. And in our senior class, Navin Nielsen. We also surveyed the upper school as a whole for 3 scholar awards in the form of gold, silver, and bronze medals given to students with the highest academic average in the upper school this school year. The bronze medal goes to Sophia Hassan. The silver medal goes to Chase Canoni. Chase is here. Chase, are you here? Come on up. And the gold medal goes to Tasneem Karat. The Jerome Thrall Junior Leadership. Oh, Tasneem's here? Where's she? The Jerome Thrall Junior Leadership Award is the most prestigious award given to students at the end of their junior year. It rewards faithfulness to the MPA tradition of excellence in citizenship, superior scholarship, and the dedication to the enhancement of the common good. Recipients are chosen by the upper school faculty and receive a $4,000 scholarship for their senior year at the academy. Here with us today to help present the awards are Thrall family members Judy Gorman and Mike Santon. This year's first recipient of the Thrall Award is a second-generation MPA student who was a top scholar in the upper school this year. She has made a big impact all over campus with service projects, the tennis team, Model UN, Diversity Council, math team, student council, National Honor Society, and our Business Leadership Club. We look forward to her continued leadership next year as Student Council Vice President. Our first recipient is Tasneem Karat. Our second recipient has been at MPA for most of his life, excelling in a variety of disciplines, from the classroom to the soccer field to the concert band. He also contributes to Diversity Council, Model UN, National Honor Society, the math team, and the Business Leadership Club. We are pleased to have him leading the Student Council next year as our Student Council President. Our second recipient is Walter Lopez.
Can we just do
Congratulations to
Can we
both
just do a
of them.
picture with the two of them?
To graduate with cum laude distinction, students must be ranked in the top 20% of the graduating class. Students in the Cum Laude Society receive pins and certificates and are wearing gold caps today to signify their membership. This year's cum laude graduates are Sydney Fullalove, Aaron Harris, Navin Nilsson, Kayla Ali, and Seth Turner. At Morgan Park Academy, we take the study of international affairs seriously. It is a huge part of who we are and what makes us unique. Project Week, service, the exchange program, our classes and our faculty, the study of Spanish, French, and Mandarin, beginning at the lower school, are all key components of the MPA experience. Today, we recognize 2 of our graduating seniors for their dedication to global citizenship with the Global Scholars Award. Our first recipient is a dedicated student of the Mandarin language and Chinese culture and a member of the National Chinese Honor Society, who received the Senior World Language Award for Mandarin last night. She also has explored the world on Project Week trips to Japan and to Greece and Italy. Last summer, she was selected to participate in a student leadership council alongside peers from Taiwan, Canada, South Korea, Japan, and Mexico. She broke cultural barriers and fostered new connections, as she always has done when her family hosted international students over the years. She truly embodies the MPA mission to prepare global leaders who seek to make a difference in the world around them. Our first recipient is Morgan Cherry. Our second recipient is a true citizen of the world who has traveled widely throughout Europe and plans to attend college in Belgium. The member of the Spanish Honor Society who received last night's Senior World Language Award for Spanish, he also speaks German and is fluent in Czech. After growing up visiting his grandparents in the Czech Republic for 3 weeks each summer, he also has lived and learned in Germany on several occasions in recent years as part of student exchange programs and summer university courses. When we speak about MPA students learning to see the world through a global lens, he is the epitome of that ideal. Our second recipient is Danny Huss. The Martin Wolf Service Award is given annually to the senior with the most outstanding record of service to the school and the community. This is quite an impressive group of seniors that we have in the graduating class of 2024. In a small class of 27 students, they have recorded more than 4,000 service hours in the past 4 years. That's 150 hours per student, or nearly double the graduation requirement of 80 total hours. The Academy has a long-standing tradition of encouraging service to others that has been in existence since our founding date. Service is a core value that is reinforced on a daily basis through our interactions with our unique pre-K through 12th grade community. Students do not pursue service endeavors just because they have to. They do so because they enjoy doing it. Although more than 4,000 service hours were officially recorded for this class in 4 years, I am confident that that does not truly account for all of the service that these students have performed. On a daily basis, we have witnessed this group of seniors actively assisting with their peers, teachers, and the staff around campus. So many of these students have willingly donated their own time around campus and their own communities to lend a hand. Speaking from personal experience, I know that the MPA faculty would agree. We can ask any student at any time for help, and they will do so willingly with a smile on their face. This year's recipient of the Martin Wolf Service Award amassed nearly 500 service hours and surely had more that weren't recorded. From her early days as a volunteer counselor at MPA Summer Camp to her service as a regular classroom helper and volunteer coach in the lower and middle schools, She has shown a consistent and intentional dedication to serving others. This year's recipient is Samara Harris. The Jean Landon Taylor Alumni Award is presented each year on behalf of the Alumni Association. The bronze plaque goes to a senior scholar in recognition of academic achievement, citizenship, and participation in school activities as determined by vote of the upper school faculty. The award is named in honor of Jean Landon Taylor, who served as an instructor of English and head of the English department at Morgan Park Academy Military Academy from 1929 to 1945. This year, the award goes to Seth Turner. The Scholarship Award is presented each year to a senior scholar in recognition of scholastic excellence, citizenship, and participation in school activities. It is chosen by vote of the upper school faculty and carries with it a bronze plaque. This year, the award goes to Kayla Ali. The Harry D. Abels Award is presented annually to the class salutatorian based on 4-year cumulative grade point average. The winner receives a silver plaque. The award is named for Colonel Harry Delmont Abels, who joined the faculty of Morgan Park Academy in 1898 under headmaster William Rainey Harper. Colonel Abels taught chemistry and physics and was instrumental in reorganizing the school in 1914. He served officially as superintendent of Morgan Park Military Academy from 1917 until his retirement in 1945. This year's winner is Aaron Harris. Finally, the Hayden E. Jones Cup is presented annually to the class valedictorian as determined by the administration based on the 4-year cumulative grade point average. To be eligible, a student must have attended the academy for at least 3 years, including 11th and 12th grade. The winner receives a medal and a plaque and has his or her name inscribed on the cup. Its namesake, Lieutenant Colonel Hayden Jones, joined the faculty of Morgan Park Academy as an instructor in Latin and history in 1899 while the academy was still part of the University of Chicago. In 1907, as we separated from the university, he joined Colonel Abels in reorganizing the school as Morgan Park Academy. And from 1919 until 1946, he served as superintendent. This beautiful quad was named in his honor in 1937, along with his Top Student Award. This year, the award goes to Navin Nilsson. So I'm going to ask Navin if he could join us now, because it is time for his valedictorian speech.
Thank you, Ms. Shepard. I'm going to try and out-yell the cicadas, so just bear with me. Good morning, esteemed faculty, proud parents, board siblings, and the newly, soon-to-be minted class of 2024. My name is Navin Nielsen, and I am this year's class valedictorian. This is the first valedictorian speech written entirely with ChatGPT, so Oh, y'all should have seen Miss Kincannon's face just now. That was a joke she did not hear. I was told I received this amazing accolade on Monday, April 4th at 10:15. The reason why I know this exact date in particular was because it was when Mr. Jahazel emailed me saying the following. Subject, meeting, Navin, stop by my office. That's it. And naturally, I just start thinking about whatever I've done wrong in the past, like, 2 months. It's kind of like when your mom just calls you downstairs by your full name. Like you have this sad little pity walk down the stairs. Navin Nielsen, come down now. I walked to Dro's office from the lounge, and I just kind of waddled down, knocked on the door, and I sat down. And Dro was sitting there, just looking at his emails, whatever else. Notices that I'm inside, looks at me, goes, "Congratulations, you're valedictorian," and then goes back to his emails. He told me that I needed to write a speech that encapsulated the entirety of the senior class. And I looked at him like, I don't really think you know how hard that is going to be. But sure. I was excited and I did the thought of writing the speech. Excited because I got to yap and people have to listen to me. So, hi guys. And dreaded it because how am I supposed to represent all of these insanely talented people over the 3 years that I've known them? I mean, compared to some of the lifers we have, I've seen a fraction of the evolution of this class. I don't think it's a task that I'm capable of doing. But I'm gonna try my best. Looking back on my first days at MTA, I remember being mortified by social interaction. Like even just recognizing that someone's sitting next to you, just like a nod or whatever else, could not do it. Petrifying anxiety. I sat next to people whom I didn't realize would soon be very good friends. And I convinced myself it might be a good idea to say hello and then start a conversation from there. And then while I was thinking for a topic about what to talk about and how to talk about it, the period was over. But I remember the very first key memory I got at MPA is because I have hard factual evidence on my phone about it. Morgan Cherry accidentally airdropped me this amazing photo of Charlie where he's eating a burger and he has like 80% of the burger in his mouth. And it's just a baffling, and it's an iconic photo. I sent it to the group chat yesterday and it was just a flood of memories rushed in. He was gnawing on the burger. Like it was, I wanted to print it out, but that might have been too much. My first day, I remember looking at that photo on my phone, knowing that this was not meant for me, and I made a joke out of it, and that was the first thing I did. I moved over to the lunch table, and the faculty knows that lunch table is notorious and loud and amazing. Every day since, from 8 to 3, I've spent my time talking / arguing / laughing / crying with Charlie, Morgan, Caleb, Danny, Henry, Josh J, Josh H, Zach, and Chamako. It was like a sitcom, and it's just an insane cast of characters, reoccurring season after season, and we have a lifetime of you had to be there moments that I don't think any other school could have offered. And it's not just that group either. We all, the whole class of 2024 has experiences like this. We've lived through new teachers, first dates, dramas, glow-ups, breakups, buzzer beater wins, crushing defeats, missing assignments, and Wi-Fi that does never work. The memories we've all shared together make us into who we are. We all know the joy of getting our first choice for project week after we bolt up the stairs to Dr. Zhao's room, the speed of cramming for a final, the serenity of helping others on service day, and now we share the bittersweet feelings of graduation together. These feelings and the friends we're sharing them with unite us, and not just as a community, but as a bigger family. But experiences alone have not shaped us. People did as well. So just a couple of accolades. Dr. Zhao, thank you for every glare you've given when checking grades, and for every Just Dance party you've unwillingly hosted. The entire English department, Ms. Carey, Ms. Kincannon, and Dr. K, for every way you've shaped all of us, at least in some way, especially me. Miss Sandy for being the first place you want to go when you need help, but the last place you want to go when you're late. Last but not least, Miss Drown for doing 80 to 90% of the work for like 10% of the credit. Like right now, she just saved us from like a cicada disaster. Because like it was just like on my shoe, and it was about to like climb up my robe. Oh my God, it was an actual issue. When we reminisce on our high school years, we'll think of you all, and we'll remember how you made sure everything ran smoothly enough for us to form these memories. On behalf of the senior class, thank you for all you've done for us. All right, this next part I'm about to get a lot of flack for. I know it's corny, I know it's made fun of, and I can hear everyone sighing behind me already, but a lot of what makes MPA special is the MPA way. Be kind and do your best. And we make fun of it like a lot, like an insane amount. Anytime anybody does something remotely unkind or unexcellent, we harp on them for it. And we're just like, is that the MPA way? And we make a whole joke out of it. It's so obvious to us, right? It's just something that we've had to deal with at every assembly and every speech and every gathering. It's all. Other schools don't have this. They might be kind and doing your best, but they don't have it spelled out for you. Kindness and excellence aren't taught. They're every day, without realizing it, we were given this beautiful environment, amazing Jones Bowl, to find what our individual kindnesses look like and to reach our own excellence. We have staff to help us, friends to push us, and our passion to get us started. We had this amazing family help us grow up to our full potential, and that sounds like a home to me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We're going out into the world, a pretty divisive world, where things are not looking good. And that's the way it's been year after year for a school that's 151 years old. We go out into the world as individuals in a new foreign place, and we might be scared of what we see, but I know, and we know, that wherever we go, we're united here at MPA as our home. I'm gonna do this little trick here. This part's not for you guys. I'm so grateful I had the opportunity to make memories with you all. I'm about to lose a bet to Morgan because she said I wasn't gonna cry. Even if our time hiking up the floors of Hanson and debating in the lounge are over, I will be happy knowing that I had all of you in my life. Through the rough parts of our time here, we fought, screamed, laughed, cried, and I wouldn't have changed a single thing, and I know most of you wouldn't either. Through the good and the bad, we persisted, and I hope that the people we have helped each other become will continue to grow no matter where we end up. I am proud that I was chosen to speak on this amazing class because now I have the opportunity to tell them this. I am grateful that you are my family, and I love you all. Thank you.
So now for the moment we've been waiting for. As the graduates come forward, they will receive their diplomas from Mr. Derhazel, our upper school principal, and congratulations from Mr. Pelori, the chair of our Board of Trustees. Morgan Cherry. Morgan has been a leader since she arrived at MPA, demonstrating in countless ways what it means to be a model of determination and leadership. As a member of National Honor Society and a past recipient of the Blaze Scholarship Award, she has demonstrated high moral standards and values the importance of being a role model and setting high standards for herself and others. A student of Mandarin since 7th grade, Morgan epitomizes what it means to be a global learner. On Project Week trips to Japan and to Greece and Italy, she demonstrated a broad cultural awareness and enthusiasm about meeting new people. In addition to receiving Global Scholar Awards today, she was recognized last night as part of the National Chinese Honor Society. Morgan's involvement in student council over the years and her participation in the Hobie Youth Leadership Conference has provided her with the opportunities to further develop her leadership skills. She is a passionate and motivated student who pursues excellence daily. She plans to study psychology at Illinois Wesleyan University, Morgan Cherry.
Okay, Morgan Scott.
Gia Crowley. Gia has been a familiar face in the Arts Center sound booth for many years. Regardless of what is happening on stage, she has been instrumental in making countless types of productions successful, from lower school performances to upper school assemblies and house challenges. Gia is dependable and always follows through. She had an integral role in the management and production of the MPA yearbook and earned membership in the International Quill and Scroll Honor Society. A friend to everyone, Gia is always bouncing between morning advisory groups to talk with her peers. She goes out of her way to be inclusive and always makes the new faces on campus feel comfortable. Friendly and boisterous, seemingly all the time, Gia spreads an excellent energy wherever she goes. She plans to study psychology at the University of Illinois at Chicago. Gia Crowley. Caleb Dantianak. A dedicated student who prides himself on his active participation and hard work, Caleb is always an active learner and enthusiastic participant. He is one of the most regular contributors to class and is always willing to try new things and engage with the material. In advisory, he is a friend to everyone and always wants to interact with his peers. He likes to organize games and competition, and above all else, he is always extremely kind. On the basketball court, Caleb is a fierce competitor and earned a starting position for his junior and senior years. For 2 years, his dedication to basketball earned him the Most Improved Player, which is a testament to his hard work and consistent preparation. One of the things that Caleb says he's most proud of is his continual improvement in academics throughout his high school career. He plans to study computer science at Michigan State University. Caleb Dantiet. Marcus Driver Jr. Marcus has a very active and curious mind, and he spends his time and energy pursuing information and knowledge that interest him, especially the life sciences. He has taken advantage of the opportunities that have fostered his love of the outdoors, including service work in our local forest preserve and Project Week trips to Florida and to Costa Rica. Even Marcus's passion project last year was a demonstration of his significant passion and interest in the natural world. His final project was full of a remarkable number of wildlife creatures and ecosystems that he had studied closely. Marcus is very modest and humble, an accomplished honor roll student who never seeks the spotlight. His induction into National Honor Society last night is excellent recognition of the hard work that he has put in throughout his high school career, always striving to do better. Marcus has been a dedicated member of the track team for the last 2 years and puts it all out there every time that he is on the track, including a top 30 finish in the 100-meter dash at the sectional championship this spring. He plans to study biology and animal science at Tuskegee University. Marcus Driver Jr. Rain Fields. Easygoing off stage, Rain delivered a memorable performance as the Wizard of Oz in The Wiz this year, stepping forward to portray the truest and most authentic self. Rain also has had a passion for the Arts Council and has been a member of the club for 4 years and a club president for the past 2 years. Rain has been a dedicated student of the Mandarin language and Chinese culture and a regular performer in our Lunar New Year celebrations, culminating with AP Chinese Language and Culture and membership in the National Chinese Honor Society. In addition, Rain also finds time to work in our ABC After School program to the delight of many of our younger learners. Responsible and helpful all over campus, Rain well surpassed our required 80 hours of service, especially by volunteering at a hospital, bringing a kind and caring spirit and always looking out for others. They plan to study nursing at Loyola University Chicago, Rain Fields. Sydney Fullilove. Sydney has been a member of the tennis team for 3 years and was captain during her senior year. She has continued her passion for the sport with an apprenticeship at After School Matters, where she spends weekends teaching tennis to children who wouldn't otherwise have that opportunity. Her other volunteer activities include being a member of YMCA Teen Advisory Council for the past 2 years. In this role, she helps other teens in her community and helps provide unique programming to them. The summer she spent at Harvard Secondary School and the experience of living and learning on her own was a pivotal part of her high school academic journey. Sydney has always enjoyed traveling. She participated in a school trip to China during middle school and then most recently traveled to Costa Rica and to Japan. She has an interest in other cultures and truly wants to learn about others and their experiences. One of her most significant accomplishments is her membership in the National Chinese Honor Society. This is an acknowledgement of her hard work and dedication to studying the Mandarin language and Chinese culture. She plans to study brain and cognitive sciences on a pre-med track at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Sydney Fullilove. And thank you, Sydney, for telling me there was a cicada on my back. Peyton Gavitt. Throughout his high school career, Peyton has really enjoyed his opportunities to help others. Through his involvement with Student Council and Arts Council, Peyton has found opportunities to connect with his peers and try new things. His most memorable service work was when he volunteered with pre-K students during his junior year, reading and playing with them during the school day. He was able to make connections with these students and get them to engage in diverse learning opportunities in the classroom. In his community, Peyton has enjoyed volunteering at the Humane Society, regularly dedicating his time to help out in all capacities. He also has developed his artistic skills over the years, culminating in last night's Senior Art Award. Peyton looks back on Project Week trips to Costa Rica and Japan as unique experiences in which he was eager to live in the moment, take in everything, and make the most of every possible opportunity. He plans to study communications and media at the University of California, Irvine. Peyton Gavitt. Sophia Gomez. MPA has always felt like home for Sophia. From the small class sizes to school musicals to Global Week, Sophia has really enjoyed her time here. Her global experiences have allowed her to travel and experience different cultures, like her most recent trip to Puerto Rico. Where Sophia really shines is with her artistic expression. She has created a tremendous portfolio that exhibits her talent and her passion for art. Her passion project allowed her to not only showcase her artistic abilities, but also highlight the work of her peers. Sophia has expressed her artistic talent in other venues as well, including a pair of school musicals. She especially liked Big Fish because of the overwhelming amount of costume changes and how fast-paced everything was both on and off the stage, leading to the feeling of accomplishment from working together to achieve a common goal. She plans to study illustration and animation at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. Sophia Gomez. Zachary Halverson. Zach's well-varied MPA experience has run from athletics to theater to yearbook, each providing him with opportunities to take his natural talents and create amazing things. In cross country, Zach was a dedicated runner who earned the Warrior Award 2 years in a row. In yearbook, he took on the role of co-editor, helping to create an important book that will be treasured by students and teachers for years to come. In the arts, he spent many hours participating in the musicals. In The Wiz, he learned to be flexible as he ended up playing about 7 supporting roles on stage after initially signing up to help out backstage. Zach persistently pursued his service work from the very beginning of his high school career, consistently volunteering at the forest preserves. He expanded his service opportunities with his passion project and helped provide a tremendous amount of school supplies to a local organization. Zach is easy to talk to and has a welcoming smile and personality. A kind, polite, and respectful person, he always makes sure to acknowledge others and thanks them. He regularly checks in with his classmates and is able to easily engage with others in conversation, no matter how serious or silly. He plans to study business at St. Louis University. Zachary Halverson. Erin Harris. Erin has always demonstrated that academics is a priority for her. From her freshman year, she was serious about her work and showed that she was determined to do her best. A recipient of last year's Jerome Thrall Junior Class Leadership Award, she took on a new leadership role this year as president of Student Council. This helped her to continue to develop the skills necessary to delegate and organize large activities for all divisions. One of her proudest accomplishments is the algebra program that she started at multiple schools as part of her passion project. She dedicated her time outside of school hours to help teach students algebra with the goal of helping them to advance a year in math for high school. Erin has also demonstrated that she is eager to pursue new opportunities, that she will continue to invest time and energy into different organizations. Most notably, she is proud of her membership in the National Chinese Honor Society, National Honor Society, and MPA Honors Council. Our senior class salutatorian plans to study actuary science and mathematics, and also minor in Japanese language and culture at Drake University. Erin Harris. Samara Harris. This picture should show up in the dictionary next to the word helper. No matter the event, venue, or organization, it would be difficult to find a teacher, administrator, or student who has not benefited from Samara's help. Always willing to help all over campus, she volunteered with admissions and marketing events, the middle school baseball team, and our kindergarten classes, and also was co-president of the Diversity Council. She is truly a deserving recipient of today's Martin Wolf Service Award. In athletics, Samara played volleyball, split time between soccer and baseball, helping to provide senior leadership for this year's volleyball regional champions. Outside of school, she excels on her travel softball team. Across all of her various sports, she is a consummate recipient of the Warrior Award for Service and Leadership. She plans to study exercise science at the University of Dayton. Samara Harris. Daniel Huss. A recipient of today's Global Scholar Award, Danny always makes time to connect with other people and to get to know them. He has a wide global lens and focus and has always appreciated opportunities to talk with different people, including during this year's trip to Japan. As a sophomore, he participated in an exchange program in Germany for 6 months, which helped strengthen his global view. On the tennis team, Danny has been a strong and consistent player who trained hard, winning team MVP honors this season. In class, he is a thoughtful and dedicated student. When engaging in discussions about the material, Danny takes his time to formulate a response, and his answers are always well considered. He is a respectful and kind person who truly wants to know who you are. Danny also developed his debate skills in Model UN, learning to be creative in novel situations. He earned a Most Improved Delegate Award last year. He also made great contributions to our school newspaper. He plans to major in European Studies at KU Leuven in Belgium. Danny Huss. Joshua Jones. A kind student with a trademark smile, Joshua is an MPA lifer who has enjoyed learning new things each year. When our track team relaunched a few years ago, he was among the most excited students, and we've seen ample reason for that. Determined and focused, he improved each meet, winning team MVP honors this year and placing in the top 15 at the sectional championship in both the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. Outside of school, Josh is a certified lifeguard and has been performing this job for more than 3 years, using his swimming skills to help others. In class, one of his favorite subjects is Spanish. Over the years, he has been able to build upon his skills, and reaching Spanish 5, he feels extremely confident in his conversational skills. He also enjoyed physics class where he could work on different projects each week, especially finding great interest in doing the egg drop to learn about momentum and force. He plans to attend Florida A&M University. Joshua Jones. Jada Lathrop. A loyal and caring friend, Jada has a deep love for music that has been a constant source of joy, bringing harmony to the MPA community. Throughout her time here, she has consistently demonstrated her intelligence, kindness, and empathy, earning the admiration of friends and teachers alike. In class, Jada's contributions to class discussions are always well thought out and carefully considered. She has a clear moral view and will stand up for herself and her peers. Outside the classroom, she challenged herself as a member of the volleyball team and enjoyed being part of a team working toward a common goal. She also works as a lifeguard and recently became a swim instructor so that she can pass on her skills to others. Jada says that what she will miss most about MPA is the environment and how much it feels like a family. She especially wants others to know how supportive they have been throughout her high school career. We know that her unwavering independence and resilience will guide her path and look forward to seeing her navigate with grace and purpose, leaving a legacy of positivity wherever she goes. She is still finalizing her plans for college next school year. Jada Lathrop. Navin Nielsen. If you want something to get done and done right, you ask Navin. From his very first days at MPA, he has been a leader in so many ways. At the sophomore team building retreat, he was pivotal in problem solving and getting his peers involved. He values what others have to say and is patient and kind in his listening. Navin is eager to share his time and talents with all different age groups. He enjoys making connections, and on the MPA campus, he is friends to every grade. It is impossible for Navin to walk through Jones Bowl without a lower school student shouting his name, asking him for a high five, or wanting to share a cool fact. Outside of school, he started a nonprofit called Health by Zip Code that aims to help solve health care disparities by zip code. He also has been the president of his library chapter since 8th grade, running events for kids and seniors. Navin has a passion for many avenues of expression, from music to speech to theater to debate and politics, and his talents and determination will take him far. Our senior class valedictorian plans to study political science on a pre-law track at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Navin Nielsen. Kayla Ali. Although Kayla has only been at MPA for 2 years, she has made a great impact. She is best described by faculty as rock steady and absolutely dependable. Her participation in classes is consistent and meaningful. She always knows the right balance between sharing her perspective and allowing space for others to contribute. Kayla is a goal setter who both challenges herself and is realistic with herself. Her passion project was a true passion of others. She shared a compilation of her poetry pulled from her own life experiences. She is a talented writer who has embraced the mindset of taking every opportunity to write. Always carrying a journal, she challenges herself to write a little bit each day. An Illinois State Scholar, AP Scholar, National Honor Society member, Cum Laude Society member, and recipient of today's Scholarship Award, Kayla has demonstrated her academic abilities numerous times. Outside of school, she has enjoyed service opportunities, helping out with Habitat for Humanity, and being involved with the after-school program last summer. Kayla continues to find meaningful and engaging opportunities to become involved in her community and to build up those around her. She plans to study psychology at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. Kayla Ali. Zoe Ryder. Zoe has a welcoming and easygoing personality. Unmistakably stylish, she is also patient, level-headed, and calm. Zoe has an amazing ability to take things in stride and always keep things in perspective. She learns from her mistakes and always makes improvements. An avid reader, Zoe has most enjoyed her English classes in Alumni Hall over the past 4 years. Her favorite class was British literature because she got to read a huge variety of novels. From traveling to Japan to playing tennis, MPA has provided Zoe with the opportunity and confidence to try new things, including, for instance, our Model UN Club. Zoe was initially unsure about Model UN, but once she started getting more involved, she was able to put her debate skills to the test and enjoyed arguing and defending topics. She plans to study psychology at Pepperdine University. Zoe Ryder. Kaylee Schmidt. Kaylee spreads joy everywhere. With her warm and easy smile, she is a friend to everyone and always tries to get to know others and reach out to them. When there are new students on campus, you can be sure that Kaylee is welcoming them with open arms and is interested in getting to know them. Over her high school career, she has worked on her leadership skills and has shown lots of growth. As student council secretary, Kaylee is highly involved in the running of efficient meetings. From leading the pep rallies to getting people to sign up for activities, she was instrumental in making sure that events were successful and well attended. As a member of the tennis and soccer teams for the past 3 years, Kaylee has consistently demonstrated that she is willing to work hard and be a good teammate and role model. As a lifer, she has spent 13 years at MPA and remembers fondly all of the opportunities to get to know different people, learn about different customs, and participate in numerous diversity council events. She plans to study biology on a pre-med track at Purdue University. Kaylee Schmidt. Nia Simmons. Nia has found her community here at MPA. She is a confident young woman whose sharp sense of humor can brighten the day of teachers and students alike. She has demonstrated a growth mindset over her high school years, always working to do better each time and focusing on the positives. From New Orleans to Puerto Rico, Nia is a great traveler. She is flexible, easygoing, and excited to try new things across the globe. Her confidence and great taste come through in all of her choices, from her iconic sparkling Ugg boots to her loyalty to her friends. Passionate about fashion, she always has the perfect nails for the occasion. Over the years, Nia has truly found her voice and showed impressive maturity through her self-advocacy. We're excited to see what the future holds for her. She plans to study biology at Tougaloo College. Nia Simmons. Annie Thompson. Well known for her fashion and style, Annie is a fun person to be around, and she is always up for a lively conversation. She is naturally curious and is never hesitant to ask more questions. One of her favorite things to create each year has been the Arts Council Haunted House at Halloween. Annie has a very creative mind, and this event allows her to put her ideals into action. As a member of Arts Council for 4 years and co-president this year, Annie has dedicated a tremendous amount of time to the arts at MPA. She also took a huge leap this school year as a house leader, a position that required her to lead assemblies on stage, and she did a great job in this role. Outside of school, Annie is proud of her involvement with Girl Scouts and her volunteer work at an animal shelter. A significant part of her teenage years has been spent at camp over the past summers, including most recently being a junior counselor. She has dedicated much of her time to giving back to the camp that she went to as a child. She plans to study visual arts and early child education at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, Annie Thompson. Kelly Tribbett. No matter what, Kelly seems to always have a smile on her face. She can turn even the most boring parts of high school life into a positive experience. In a short time at MPA, she has made an impact. Kelly has always had a passion for dance. She is trained in many different dance styles and spends time outside of school practicing and performing. In athletics, she has been a force on the MPA track team for the past 2 years. This year, she was the leadoff on the relay teams, and she has been a tremendous leader for the younger runners, teaming up with 3 freshmen to place 6th at the sectional championship in the 4x100 relay. Kelly demonstrates focus and motivation on the track and is able to eliminate all the distractions. We hope that she continues with her passion for running and always lets her positivity shine through. She plans to study public health science at Xavier University in Louisiana. Kelly Tribbett. Seth Turner. Seth received the Jerome Thrall Junior Leadership Award last year and received today's Jean Landon Taylor Award, 2 service and leadership awards that are fitting as he has always taken opportunities to fill leadership positions in different organizations and in different capacities. He truly will do whatever it takes to make a difference in our community. Seth has a passion for music and has spoiled us with his DJ skills at many events over the past several years. He particularly enjoyed a music production trip to Canada that helped him identify what he wants to do with his future. An MPA student since 4th grade, Seth is a genuinely kind person who is patient and caring toward everyone. He has an easygoing personality and makes others feel appreciated and seen. In his role as Vice President of Student Council, Seth was direct, task-oriented, and listened to what the student body was saying. Seth says he loves MPA's tight-knit community. He enjoyed getting to know his teachers and having the time and space to ask questions and have meaningful discussion with his peers and teachers. He appreciates the roots that MPA provided in preparing him to become a great student and leader. He plans to study marketing in the music industry at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Seth Turner. Shamaka Uwanamoto. Shamaka has learned a lot from her high school experience. Throughout, she learned how to manage her time, work hard, and avoid procrastination. She has been a great advocate for herself and others and is always looking for opportunities to improve herself. Her work in speech class is one such example. Initially hesitant to deliver speeches in front of her peers, Shamaka found her confidence in her voice by the end of the semester, including a wonderfully dramatic delivery of the Gettysburg Address. Among her most memorable moments and favorite activities in high school were her opportunities in soccer, yearbook, volleyball, and working with the preschool students. MPA has allowed her to try many different activities that have helped her discover her true passions. She plans to study business marketing and communications at DePaul University, Shamaka Owanamoto. Landon White. Landon played an important role for Diversity Council the past 2 years and was the vice president this year. He enjoyed all of the different events and raising awareness and increasing visibility of different cultures and traditions. In the classroom, he is a kind person who genuinely cares about his classmates. Courteous and enjoyable to talk with, he asks great questions in class discussion. Landon is also a talented violinist. He has performed with our concert band and has played with the Chicago Southside Youth Orchestra, performing in the IHSA Advanced Orchestra and earning a rating of excellent. He says that he loves the MPA community, which has helped him become his best self through his experiences here. He plans to study hospitality management and business at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Landon White. Winter Williams. Some of Winter's favorite experiences at MPA have come through her work with the Diversity Council. While she has enjoyed every project, her favorite was the Black History Month Assembly. Through her work with this council, she was able to get to know her peers better and help broaden our perspectives and educate our community. Winter is a kind and loyal friend. She is always helping her classmates and has been a great helper around campus. She often volunteers for opportunities to work with the preschool students and is very generous with her free time. Winter can be often found buried deep in a book around campus. One of her favorite spots in Jonesboro, over on the grass in front of the Arts Center. She will bring a blanket and a book and enjoy her time outside. We will miss seeing her there on our gorgeous afternoons. She plans to study English at DePaul University. Winter Williams. Tim Wyatt. Focused and soulful, Tim is the epitome of a quietly dedicated artist. His passion for art is burning beneath his calm demeanor. Tim always keeps on hand a sketchbook full of imaginary characters in case he completed the class project ahead of time, which he always did. His determination to pursue his dreams as an artist is always evident despite his reserved nature. He has taken all available art classes for the past 4 years, developing a distinct style in painting and crafting skillful drawings. Tim managed to find solitude in the chatty atmosphere of the art room. His MPA journey since middle school has been about exploring the boundaries of his artistic expression as he discovers his true self. He plans to take a gap year next fall. Tim Wyatt. Charlie Zigman. If you can't find Charlie, you might want to check out the basement of the Arts Center or throughout Jonesboro on a beautiful day. You are sure to almost always find him with a musical instrument. Charlie has always been a fan of all things music, and we have been entertained by his performances year after year. This year, Charlie dazzled on several instruments in school concerts, entertained guests at the VIP Gala with a lovely piano solo, and also took on the sizable task of helping to lead a student-run variety show. His work with that show laid a successful foundation for the event to continue to grow each year, as he organized, performed, and even hosted the show. Charlie also was a great senior leader for the boys' tennis team this spring. An unforgettable personality, he was a deserving winner of this year's We'll Never Forget Award. He plans to study physics at St. Xavier University. Charlie Zigman. Thank you all for coming today. Our new graduates will lead first to receive their guests around the semicircle in Jones Bowl. Please let the graduates leave, then our faculty, and then you can meet the new graduates in front of the Art Center. Thank you and enjoy the afternoon.